Kashan, Tehran,
Later.
Taiwan.
They do it with one hand, okay? In this episode, we're heading to Iran's ancient desert city, Yazd, the place that truly gives you a feeling that it was frozen in time. We are going to see what it's like to live in one of the oldest cities in the world.
Okay, it doesn't look really that solid.
Try the sport of Iranian warriors and get to know how back in time people used birds to stop the spread of deadly viruses.
This is so crazy.
Come join us on this exciting trip to Iran.
给你们看这家伙有多爽，躺在那边睡觉，安静，安静。
We were taking a night bus that left at midnight and arrived to the city of Yazd at 6 a.m. so we're pretty sleepy.
现在早上7点，我们还没办法 check in, so we're just resting at the lobby here. Time to explore the city of Yazd. Hello,
He almost bumped into the wall.
Lena 阿嬷呢又在采买水果了。你在买那什么？
你看，这里的东西超级棒。Pomegranate, 1 kilogram is less than 30 Taiwanese dollars.
It looks like someone just like smash it and squeeze it like this.
You know how they sell peach in Taiwan? They would like put 3 in one huge box and sell it for a super expensive price. Here they just like this, you know? 这个是台湾卖超级贵的。This whole thing 不到40块台币。
我刚刚走过来就发现这边有卖超多包包，然后就连选那样的都有。
You can put a cat inside.
Oh my god.
还蛮特别的，我觉得这里呢应该算是伊朗比较传统的地方，因为我们原本在学校也算是个大城市，然后大家的穿着呢就比较偏向西方，比如说穿牛仔裤啊、穿衬衫什么的。但是你如果走在Yazd这边的话，你会看到每一个女生还是穿得很传统，就是穿那个黑色长袍，然后全身包得紧紧的。你如果来到Yazd这边，你就可以感觉到不太一样，比较安静一点，你不会听到一些什么音乐啊、rap 在那边放，就是一个很 peaceful 的 small town。
It's noontime now and the street of the city is so empty because here people find it so hot in the afternoon time, so most of the businesses are either closed or they're taking a quick break. Usually you see streets are being busy and hustling like closer to the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Quite interesting, let's say in Taiwan it's also super hot in the daytime but people are still working.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but comparing to this, mosque looks so tiny.
So huge. 然后不知道你们有没有发现，就是在伊朗，它所有的清真寺，它有这种形状，就是那个凹凸不平的天花板在上面。You see that all the detail? It's insane.
And it's not the painting, they use the tiles to make it.
Oh, like okay. Merci.
Mercy.
Okay, we can enter the mosque now. Yeah, it's so interesting because Patrick can just walk however he wants to, as long as he covers his shoulders and knees. But for the girls, in some places you have to wear socks. You cannot show your feet even. And you also have to like wear this thing. More rules for the girls. A lot of people come here just to rest and take a nap sometimes. So now it's daytime, it's so hot, so people come here, rest. And they all have really nice, comfortable carpets where you can see it, you know. It's usually cooler inside. It feels like it's sort of like a part of people's lives to come here.
Isfahan, Shiraz?
Yeah.
Isfahan.
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 Yeah.
No. Yeah. Shiraz.
Shiraz.
Kashan.
Kashan.
Yeah.
Tehran.
Later.
Taiwan.
Taiwan. Mercy.
Let's go.
如果你来伊朗，会发现这边人讲话的方式超级像意大利人，很多手势，然后音调又是上上下下，上上下下。
而且他们非常喜欢做这样子。
对，
这样。
很可爱。
Yas is a city located next to the desert, so it's extremely hot and dry here. And now we are in one of the very interesting attractions. It's called the Tower of Silence. The name is really, you know, interesting and inviting. It feels like you're gonna come here to do some meditation probably, but no, it's a burial place that people used back in time. Though Iran now is a strictly Muslim country, but the place we're at belongs to a totally different religion. It's called Zoroastrianism. It's considered as one of the oldest religions in the world that believes in one divine. And what people mainly believe in Zoroastrianism is that your good thoughts will lead to you saying good words and you doing good deeds. So people believed in a divine that would judge you by the end of your life what you've done right or wrong. Okay, we're heading up to the tower. The stairs that we are taking right now, we're not here at all. Before it was just a rocky mountain with the tower in the middle. They did that so none of the strangers would accidentally wander inside, because what you see there is really, really brutal, because all the bodies were left there for the vultures or worms to be eaten, and not everyone could handle to see something like that. Somehow once we entered this middle of the tower, my head starts to hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe I'm overthinking, but maybe it's the energy. Oh, okay.
I mean, you gotta know that they practice like thousands of years, right?
Yes. It might look pretty brutal to just leave the bodies there, but they highly believed in protecting the environment, especially the four elements: earth, water, air, and fire. They believed that burying people in the soil would prevent the villages from growing because you cannot develop that land anymore. Plus, it would contaminate the water that is leading to the village. Back in time, a lot of people died because of the airborne diseases. Letting vultures eat the corpses was helping to kill all those diseases because they have special elements in their saliva to destroy the bacteria and viruses. Apart from the Tower of Silence, you can see lots of different houses here. And this is so crazy. Back in time, those people who helped to bury the bodies were not allowed to leave this village, because if you come in close contact with corpses, those diseases might spread to you. So those people could only live here. And some of the houses were built for the families of the deceased. Interestingly, every family built their own house. The burial place was far away from the village. They would walk to here for hours, pay the respect, stay overnight, and then go back. Why each family had its own house, it was also to stop the spread of the diseases. So it was really, really serious at that time. While I'm walking around, I'm like, oh my god, this is so interesting. So much, you know, knowledge and history. And Patrick is like, what am I gonna eat later? I told you to wake up early to have breakfast, okay?
No, because the breakfast starts at 7:30. I cannot wake up that early, you know. By the time I wake up, the breakfast finished. So
Yeah. You know why it's a little bit tiring to travel in Iran? Because so far, everywhere we go, so many people want to chat with us. Like, yesterday we were walking in the street and then we saw one couple.
And then they invite us to their hotel. We get some tea, start talking about beautiful places in Iran. Makes me personally want to come back here again.
So originally we were thinking to go to sleep early, maybe like around 10 so we can recharge. By the end of the day we went to sleep like 1 a.m. That super nice couple even brought us some gifts and they called us this morning to make sure we were okay, and if we needed any help or any lift they could also drive us around.
All the Iranians, they're just super crazy nice, and they are really talkative. They know how to talk, so I feel like if you come to Iran sleeping early, it's impossible.
Impossible.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a traditional Iranian sport. It's called Zukhane. Do I pronounce it correctly?
Took me a while to.
Yeah. In the morning, I was trying to show people that I'm gonna watch this. They say, what do you wanna watch? I say, Zukhane, zucchini, Zu something. Now I know, Zukhane.
From Persian, Zurkhaneh translates as a house of power. It has over 2,000 years of history and is traced back to the ancient Persian civilization, where physical strength and martial skills were highly valued. In those times, warriors sought to master the art of combat, displaying their strength and agility on the battlefield. Zurkhaneh emerged as a training ground for these warriors, combining exercise, wrestling, music, and spiritual teachings. They aim to cultivate discipline, humility, and respect. People who practiced the sport were examples for others, thus were called heroes. Some of the meals that athletes use can weigh up to 50 kilograms each. It's believed that thanks to this sport, Iranian wrestlers are among of the world's best.
Well, you wanna try it out?
How heavy is this?
This is 45.
25.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Is it hard?
It's a super amazing workout for all your muscles.
Really?
Yeah, after 5 minutes I feel all the muscles in my shoulders and back. No wonder they all kind of look strong. They do it with one hand, okay? Oh my god, well, we just learned that this whole place where they're practicing used to be a water storage. So it would just flood with the water. Yeah.
The water used to come in like this, and then look at how smart the system is. So you see, like when you rains, all the water just slowly accumulate inside this space, and they have this wind tower, so it can keep the water fresh.
And over here is a tunnel that is 90 kilometers long. So the water used to come all the way from there. I really like how here they transformed this old city into something useful, both for the tourists and locals. The train here, they have coffee shops, hotels, and it just gives a new life to something that was not really used.
Yeah, I feel like Iranians, they are very, very creative.
Yeah, you don't feel things are expensive there, but it makes you feel really good because they use those pot flowers, small decorations, maybe some carpets to make the room look pretty. What are you having, Patrick?
My favorite, Dizzy. Whoa. So now it's gonna separate the broth and the meat. Look at that.
So it's lamb stew with chickpeas, tomatoes,
Potatoes.
Ooh.
This is really my favorite Iranian dish. Ever since like Mahan introduced to us, I added this is a third time. Good enough?
Very good.
Yeah?
Very good.
Mercy.
8 o'clock. This fire people, okay?
8 hours on the fire.
Yeah. This water,
Wow.
water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited to try it.
You're welcome.
Thank you. How is it? How is it?
So amazing. I feel like it's one of the best ones so far. This one is kind of like a soup and with nice meat inside, so it reminds me of Nyoromyeon.
Honestly, before coming to Iran, both of us were a little bit scared. We had a big question in mind. Would that be even safe? But after spending here a bit more than 2 weeks and crossing the whole country from the south to the north, we were completely blown away by its rich culture, traditions, and of course, incredible hospitality and openness of locals. Seems like no matter what obstacle they encounter with, they meet them with a great sense of humor and positivity. Not only the way we see Iran changed, but also Iran changed us, making us feel that the world we live in is much friendlier than what we see in the news. Goodbye, Iran, and we'll see you guys somewhere in the world.